Thank you for tuning into this episode of Twin Finance. My name is Dylan, and today we're going to be talking about how you can save 10 grand in 2019. Now, I came up with 10 grand through 6 ways, and some of these ways they're not going to be, the most. You're not going to wake up one day and be like, "That's what I'm going to do." But if you're serious about saving 10 grand, let me tell you guys something about saving before I get into if you're serious about it. It's going to require sacrifice. You're not going to save money. Your life's not going to just stay the same and all of a sudden 10 grand is going to appear in your bank account, guys. That's not really how things work. You kind of got to give to get in this world, guys. So you're not going to just, continue out your daily habits and, all of a sudden, someone's going to gift you 10 grand at the end of the year. And if you're looking to do it through, your daily habits and routines, you're going to need to, it's called sacrifice. And that's how you get things done, guys. And that's how you save some money. So the first few ways, we're going to get into it. There's actually 6 ways, guys. The first way I thought about, and this is a big one. This is the first one that came to my mind in my head. Look, this person wakes up in the morning. What's the first way they can save some money? All right, instantly. What do most people do on their way to work? Where do they stop? Starbucks, Tim Hortons, somewhere. Depends where you live. Other, Dunkin' Donuts in the States. Probably spending right around like $3, $3.25. On a cup of coffee. Sometimes like 5 or 6. I know people like, those like frappuccinos and whatnot. You're getting a large, like what's that, $5, $6, right? It could be more. But I kind of lowballed it. I kept it average. Let's say $3.25 a day. So per day. And that works out to be roughly 100 bucks a month. So then it ends up working out to be $1,200 on the year. And now, I know most people are going to say, well, I drink coffee because I want to wake up in the morning. I want to, that's how I'm ready for work. And that's fine, guys. Here's an alternative way to save money for that. Okay, $325 a day, going to Starbucks, going to, Tim Hortons, wherever you're going. You want to get caffeine for cheap, go get green tea from Walmart. I know it's not ideal, but like I said, you're going to have to sacrifice if you want to save some money. You literally get green tea for like 6 cents a tea bag, sometimes even cheaper. Buy it on sale for like 4 cents a day, guys. It works out to like, what is that, $12 on the year or something like that. You're saving, not even, it's like $12 on the year. You're saving freaking 1,200. You're saving $1,200 still, guys. Like that's ridiculous. So right off the bat, there's $1,200, and that's $100 a month, and that can do a lot for people, especially if they're looking into starting a business, invest and whatnot. Videos on the channel about that if you guys are interested. So yeah, right off the bat, $1,200, and that's like the first thing people do when they wake up. The next way I thought about was, okay, what else do people do throughout the day? And let's say at work, what do they do? So let's say they grab lunch. The average person grabs lunch, let's say like 3 times a week. Could run you easily, $60 if you're getting a beer and a meal. That could run you $20 a meal. 3 times a week, that's like $60. So don't eat lunch out. Just pack a lunch. So you'll save easily. You can pack a lunch for 3 days for like, let's say $20. And that's on the high end. So you're saving $40. You're saving $40 a week, guys. And that's big. So you're saving $40 a week, and let's say you work 50 weeks out of the year because you're not going to work every week. You're already saving right off the bat. That's $2 grand. That's another $2,000. So we're already up at $3,200. And that's just like 2 little things that a lot of people do. The average person probably does that. Right there. Everyone drinks coffee. Everyone I know drinks coffee in the morning that has a full-time job. That's $3 grand right there. This next way, I was starting to think about, what's a hasty expense, that there's cheaper alternatives out there that, some people aren't going to like this idea. But, if you're serious about saving money, this is how you can do it. So cut cable out, guys. I know cable TV, you get the live games and whatnot. But if you're serious about saving 10 grand, cut cable. You're gonna save it easily $40 a month on the low end. Some people are paying $100 a month for cable. You cut cable, you can get Netflix for like $7 plus Amazon Prime for like what, another $15-20 a month. You're saving easily, $80 a month. And you can't knock $80 or $60 a month, guys. You can't knock that. So you're looking at $60 a month times 12. You're looking at $720 on the year. That's a pretty big number off one little thing you can just cut right out of your budget, guys. And I know, like I said, that's probably not the most favorable way, Well, look, $720, guys. Look, if I said to you, hey, this year I'll give you $720 right now, but you can't have cable, you're gonna do it? You'll probably do it, right? So the next way I came up with is, what did I write down here? Sorry, yeah, this is the next way too, and it kind of relates to this first one here. I was thinking, a lot of people like, what's the healthiest substance for us, guys? What's the healthiest substance to consume on a daily basis? What's the main one substance that we need to consume, or else we'll die? Drinking. It's water, and that's the cheapest way, and a lot of people hate it. I don't know why, but they hate it, and they drink a ton of juice and a ton of pop. And what I write down here, I wrote roughly like $15-20 a week on pop, guys. So pop and juice, and that's probably fair. $20 a week, easy. If you have a family, they're looking at like $30-40 a week on juice. And do yourself a favor. You don't think $20 is fair? Next time you go to the grocery store and you buy like Tropicana, other juices, and some pop, check how much liquid you just bought on your grocery bill. It's probably $20-30-$40, guys. So let's say you're saving yourself, $20 a week. $20 a week. That's working out to, let's say, right above $1,000 on the year. Let's just rough it out to 1,000. It's another $1,000 right there, guys. So we're already up at 3,200, 4,200. We're already close to $5,000 on the year. How you can save another one, and this is a really nitty gritty way if you want to save. But hey, if you're serious about it, this is an option for you, and it's gonna be, it's called, the car insurance companies. They offer the like the things you put on your steering wheel, or like a tracker you can put on your car to like monitor your driving habits and whatnot. It's actually going to save you roughly like $30 a month, guys. And I know that's not anything crazy, but just another little nifty way you can save, $30-40 a month easily, especially if you're young. If you're older, maybe $20, $30 a month, but let's say, generalize, so let's say $30 a month. You're looking at roughly, $360 on the year. $360 on the year to save, and that's off the car insurance one. So, that brings our total up over $5,000 on the year. You're probably thinking, how the hell is this last way going to save me, $5,000? How the heck am I going to get from, $5,000 to $10,000? Well, here's a way, guys, and it's probably the easiest way to think of ever. Look, you want to save money? Well, maybe you need to make a little more money. Let's say you're working a average full-time job, let's say, I'm not going to like highball it and say this guy's making $30 an hour. Let's say this guy's making $16 an hour. If you can go bug your boss and see if you can get one shift overtime or 1 hour a day overtime. 1 hour. You stay an extra hour at work for a time and a half. That's $24 an hour. So you get taxed at, 25% rate. That's an extra $20 in your pocket, guys, per day. Let's say you work 5 days a week. That's another $100. That's another $100 a week, guys. And that works out to, roughly, let's say you work 50 weeks on the year. That's another $5,000 on the year, guys. $5,000. So right there, right off the bat, I didn't want to start with that one, because I know a lot of people, probably think like, yeah, you could just work more, yeah, whatever. But look, guys, if you want to save, $10,000 on the year, these are all ways that I find attainable. If you don't think these are attainable, then you're never going to see $10,000. You're never going to save $10,000, guys. Now, I'm sorry to break it to you, but if you're not willing to, sacrifice a little bit of your life and, a little bit of your daily routines, and trust me, guys, once you get used to all this stuff, once you do a week of, not drinking coffee and you're doing green tea, or, a cheaper alternative, even if you like a bulk coffee guy that sells it super cheap, I don't know, like let's say like a market that sells it super cheap, where you can get coffee like the beans, ground it up and get it going at home, guys. You'll save easy $100 a month. And I think all these other ways are just as attainable. Hey, I know this one right here, the driving habits, that's not the most ideal one. But hey, if you're serious about saving money, you're probably not driving like a banshee either. You get a fat speeding ticket, well now, you just cut that $10,000 down to 5, because, you had to pay $5,000 to get your car out of the freaking impound lot, right? So I think if you're really serious about saving $10,000, guys, all these ways you should look at and say these are attainable, and hey, I can save $10,000 on the year. I can actually do it. And I'm capable of that, no matter really what your income is. Because you're probably spending roughly that. Everyone, drinks coffee. They got juice, they go out for lunch, cable, they could drive, they could get the thing on their insurance companies. They offer that, guys. And then, work an extra hour. I think everyone can work 1 extra hour. I know people say they're busy, they got no time, they got family to look after. Hey, wake up an hour earlier then. If you don't want to stay an extra hour, past 5 o'clock or 4, whatever time you finish at. Wake up at 4. If you start at, if you're starting at 7, Wake up at 4, go into work at 6, or wake up at 5, go into work at 6. Don't tell me you can't do it. It's always attainable, guys. Like I said, I mean, okay, I won't want to say it's always attainable, but for the average person, guys, you can probably muster up, and I just showed you how you could muster up 10 grand and save that on the year, guys. I hope you grabbed a ton of value. If I missed any ways or you got any other creative ideas, love to hear from you. Remember to subscribe down below, and have a great day, guys. Take care.